Don't blink, it's your boy Ink. Welcome to the show. If you're doing well, because I'm having a wonderful day, I bring upon you a almost perfect nature corn. It is it's from Dilly. So I could be talking about for hours, doing an intro, doing what it means to me. But you know what? Just enjoy. It's from Dilly. Get good. Now I need to bring you back the charge. Don't blink, it's your boy Ink. Welcome to the show. Listen, doing well because I are having a wonderful day on this 17 June 2025. Today we're doing an extremely quick recap because I wasn't alone. I was with someone. We did my very first, and yeah, I have lost my virginity in the exact same thing, exact same way that we're talking about, that you were thinking. A little bit of quench pink lemonade. I hope you guys are doing well. So yesterday we had a first screen share party. So watching a movie with someone over the I think it was something duo, an application, because she has an iPhone, and we watched a movie, and of course, I let her choose a movie, and then she chose a freaking rom com, and I was like, okay, well, if you choose a movie, I get to choose another one. And my movie, for some reason, was 23. Now, 23 isn't a movie that I talked about a lot. It isn't a movie that really marked me as a child, but I want to talk about it, and of course, I didn't review it. I didn't. I'm gonna be a spoiler-free review, so just a quick recap, just a quick mentality behind 23. So 23 is what? 23 is a movie with Jim Carrey, a Canadian hero, by the way. I love me some Jim Carrey. I was born in the 90s, so Mr. Carrey or Mr. Jim, as some extremely close people to him are talking about. It was this crazy movie where there's this guy, right? And he signs a book, or he signs a journal. And the journal talks about how he keeps on seeing. Sorry, due to today's tournament day, so you're gonna hear me press button a shit ton of time. He's talking about how the number 23 is constantly being there, being there, being there, being there. And then there's this killer. He's seen a movie. I was more looking at her, to be honest, because she was wearing a negligee that I was to die for. And he watches the movie, right? And he reads the book. And I did pay attention to how it started. When you start seeing this guy was a murderer, right? This is forget about the story. I was more focused on something else. But the principle behind it. So Jim Carrey ends up being the killer. Jim Carrey ends up being a killer, and the reason why you see number 23 is because the killer is obsessed with the number 23, and the killer is him. But to me, it's more than that. This is the very first. To me, this was the very first movie or the very first instance of what obsessive, not obsessive, but perception could be, or yeah, obsessing over a subject could be. So, for example, he starts seeing the number 23 everywhere. Now, in a fucked up way, there's this logic behind it. There's this logic of this is a number that is important too. But the most of it is I am looking for it. I am looking, and if I'm looking for it, well, I'm gonna be seeing it everywhere. And as a kid, it blew my mind because it was weird because I was more so well, I'm still. I was more so back then a gamer, and being a gamer meant a lot of things, but being a gamer mostly meant I'm gonna focus on game. Now I had an imagination that even a couple of days ago we saw clouds and it was a blue sky, and it reminded me kind of time. Now, this is a perfect example for visualization. And we did a video last week about visualization of victories before we even started battle. And it was kind of cool because it was kind of cool because I saw this cloud in the sky, and I was thinking about Ocarina of Time. Now you're saying, why is that cool? Well, because I'm thinking about Ocarina of Time and the Nintendo 64, which didn't have the best graphics, had amazing graphics. Now that you think about the limitation of the console, this didn't have the best graphics, and this is it. Or a more recent case of something that blew my fucking mind, and this is one of the smartest things I've ever done. I ever saw. So we were playing Cyberpunk 2077, and I played the game before Cyberpunk Edge Runner, which is a show that came out in 2022. I played Cyberpunk during the pandemic. That was my pandemic game, by the way. The pandemic for me was 6 months. It was 6 months of Cyberpunk. Well, technically not. Technically, it was Nier Automata. It was Cyberpunk. There was another game before. I don't remember what it is. Shell of Cold, which I didn't like. I didn't give a chance. And some of the alchemy, some of the what is it? Atelier. Atelier. Yeah. Which is alchemy. And in Cyberpunk, after the game, and then I saw the series. Then I started streaming Cyberpunk, and there's this spot where the song "So Let It Go," and it was so nice because you don't really think that's gonna be in the game because it wasn't in the game before, or maybe it was in the game and you just didn't notice it. But how you now have an emotional attachment to it. The emotional attachment is the same thing as, and this is ADHD speaking, but there is a clear bond, a clear link in between the two. You have an emotional attachment to the number 2023, right? You have an emotional attachment to the visual of the game. Is when you see it, when you're obsessed with it, you're kind of searching for it, right? And you're searching for it for the wrong reason or for the right reason. As for me, Ocarina of Time is a very calming game.